Hi everyone, our subject research methodology. So, introduction to research methodology, we can give it as it is a course for knowledge and it's a never ending process. And for this, the process has been called as a research. So, in the current times, research has become an organized and specialized field. Never methods to conduct research have come up. Whatever be the field in which research is being carried out, the research methodology parameters remain the same. Even if the objectives and the population to which the problem is being addressed is different, certain basic rules often referred to as the standard operating procedures. So, research methodology is a topic that provides an insight into the basic research concepts. So, when we talk about the meaning of the research, the term research has two words, re plus search. Re means again and search means to find out something new. So, research is a process which unraveling the facts. Re means again and search means to find out something new. So a person observes again and make a phenomena, that is collection of data and analysis of the data. So we can say that research is a scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. And also we can say that research is an art of scientific investigation, and it is a careful investigation or inquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. So research is a process which unraveling the facts underlying a phenomenon. Thus it is a simple process to look at the phenomenon again and again from different dimensions. And research is oriented towards the discovery of relationship that exist among the different phenomena of the world. So, through two definitions we can define the research, that is Redmond and Morey and Clifford and Woody. Two important definitions given by those people. So, before that, research can be defined as an organized and systematic study of materials and sources in order to discover new things and establish facts and reach new conclusions. Essentially speaking, research involves a well-developed plan, a systematic approach to developing new theories or finding solution to the various problems. So we can say that the research is a creative and a strategic thinking process that involves assess ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, reassess ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, and decisions എടുക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, and best possible means for obtaining the trustworthy information and carrying out appropriate analysis and tracing the credible solutions. So നമുക്ക് പറയുകയാണെങ്കിൽ റിസർച്ച് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ that is actually a journey of discovery. Because humans they are trying എപ്പോഴും ട്രൈ ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്, again and again ഒബ്സർവ് ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ് for discover the better methods of doing the routine things, and also they are trying to give a better explanation for which things is happen in particular manner. So currently or gradually they are developing, they are again observing, they are again explaining, and they are developing or creating the knowledge. So that is, we can call that research is generally a journey of discovery. So the technique which is employed in the search of knowledge is termed as research. And what are the definitions of the research? One of the important definition that given by Redmond and Morey, they defined that research is a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. Some people define research as a movement from the known to unknown. It is actually a voyage of discovery. So Redman and Mori define ചെയ്യുന്ന റിസർച്ച് ഒരു സിസ്റ്റമറ്റൈസ്ഡ് എഫേർട്ടാണ് ന്യൂ നോളജ് അക്വയർ ചെയ്യാനുള്ളത്. ആൻഡ് ഓൾസോ റിസർച്ച് ക്യാൻ ബി ഡിഫൈൻഡ് ആസ് എൻ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് ദ സയൻറ്റിഫിക് മെത്തേഡ്സ് ഇൻ ദ സ്റ്റഡി ഓഫ് ദ പ്രോബ്ലം. So Redman and Mori define research as a systematical and effort to gain new knowledge, and some people define research as a movement from the known to the unknown, and it is a voyage of discovery. And one another definition given by Clifford and Woody: research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses, and evaluating data or suggested solutions, making deductions and reaching conclusions, and at least carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether this fit to the formulating the hypothesis. Actually it is a very wide definition, but it is a very എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഉണ്ട് റിസർച്ചിനെ കുറിച്ച്. എല്ലാ കാര്യങ്ങളും ഈ ഒരൊറ്റ ഡെഫിനേഷനിൽ പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോൾ റിസർച്ച് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇറ്റ് കംപ്രൈസസ് ഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട് ആൻഡ് റീഡിഫൈൻ ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്, ഡിഫൈനിങ് ആൻഡ് റീഡിഫൈനിങ് പ്രോബ്ലംസ് ആണ്, ആൻഡ് ഓഫ് കോഴ്സ് ദേ ആർ ഫോർമുലേറ്റിംഗ് ദ ഹൈപ്പോത്തസിസ് ഓർ സജസ്റ്റഡ് സൊല്യൂഷൻസ്, ആൻഡ് ദേ ആർ കളക്ടിങ്, ദേ ആർ ഓർഗനൈസിങ്, ആൻഡ് ദേ ആർ ഇവാലുവേറ്റിംഗ് ദ ഡാറ്റ. സോ and making deductions and reaching the conclusion. After that, what they made a conclusion, and at least carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit with the formulating hypothesis. Actually this is what research is all. So research, I repeat the definition given by Clifford Woody. So make thorough the definition of Clifford Woody or Redman and Mori and the meaning of the research. According to Clifford and Woody, research comprises defining and redefining the problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing and evaluating the data, making deductions and reaching conclusions, and at least carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether this fit to the formulating hypothesis. So meaning of research is refers to search for knowledge. The term research consists of two words, re and search. Re means again and again, and search means to find out something. And what is a research problem? Problem means a question, or issue to be examined. So research problem refers to some difficulty, need which a researcher experiences in the context of either theoretical or practical situation and wants to obtain a solution for the same. So problem means a question and wants to obtain a solution for the same. So if you think about the kinds of research is on the basis of the objectives, on the basis of approach, or on the basis of the findings, or on the basis of the nature of the findings. So on the basis of the objectives, it is fundamental research and action research. On the basis of approach, it is longitudinal or cross-sectional. And on the basis of precision, it is experimental or non-experimental. And on the basis of nature, it is explanatory, analytical research, descriptive research. And it is on the basis of National Science Foundation, basic research, applied research, and development research. So kinds of research we will study later, and the types of research as mainly descriptive and analytical, applied and fundamental, quantitative and qualitative, conceptual and empirical. So the types of research I here mentioned because whenever we got a problem to be examined or want to obtain a solution for the same, we have to detect which type of research or which kinds of research we have to apply, and the nature is different according to the basis of objectives of the research, on the basis of the approach, on the basis of the findings, or on the basis of the nature, or on the basis of the National Science Foundation. So before that, you have to thoroughly study the meaning, definition and characteristics of the research. That is a basic thing about the introduction to research methodology. And the characteristics of research. So, like we said, research is a research or revisit on the earlier findings with an intention of correlating them with some discovered facts. So, there should be a clear definition of the problem. There should be formulate the hypothesis. There should be collection and analysis of the data and relating the findings to the existing theories and formulated hypothesis. Right. So, the characteristics of the good research. So, a research aims at solving a problem. It originates with a question or a problem. So, it aims at solving a problem. That is the main characteristics of a research. And also, research is purposive because it deals with a well-defined significant. So, research involves new knowledge and brings to the forefront unexplored and unexplained phenomenon. Research involves collection of primary data from the first-hand sources or involves the use of existing data for the new purpose. So research activities are carefully detailed and clearly outlined through a research designs. So research aims at solving a problem. That is the first characteristics. Research is purposive and research gathers new knowledge. Research involves the collection of the primary data and research activities are carefully detailed and clearly outlined through a research designs. And the next characteristics that the research requires a degree of expertise and skill. A research worker is expected to be knowledgeable about the indications involved in carrying out a research. And research should be objective and logical. The findings should be free from bias and the results should be carefully verified. So the research should be objective and logical, and research requires a degree of expertise and skill. And the research should be carefully documented and reported. And research should target towards the discovery of general principles or theories. So a research aims at solving a problem and a research is purposive. Why we call it as a purposive? Because it deals with a well-defined significant problem. That's why we call the research is a purposive. And third point, the research gathers new knowledge because it is searching again and again, searching for unexplored. It is a voyage discovery. And research involves collection of the primary data from first-hand sources and or involves use of existing data for a new purpose. And research activities are carefully detailed and clearly outlined through a research designs. And these activities are defined by carefully designed procedures and analyzed tools. Research requires a degree of expertise and skill. A research worker is expected to be knowledgeable about the intricacies involved in carrying out a research. A research should be objective and logical. Why the research is objective and logical? Because the findings should be free from bias and the results should be carefully verified. Every process, tools used in research should be carefully documented and reported. The research should target towards the discovery of general principles or theories because it is discovering the new things and new principles and new theories are forming which can find application to a wide range of problems in the present and the future context. So, in simply, we can say that research is concerned with the production of knowledge and it is a process of discovering the unknown and rediscovering the known. And research can be carried out with the purpose of exploring, to explore, to describe and to diagnosis, where the study is carried out with the objective of finding out how frequently a particular event is associated with the another event. And it also tried to establish a relationship because relationship between the dependent variables and the independent variables, and for that we use hypothesis testing research. So it is always carried out to establish a relationship between the independent variable and the dependent variable. So research is primarily concerned with the production of knowledge. It is the process of discovering the unknown and rediscovering the known. and it is to explore, it is to describe, it is for diagnosis, and it is for establishing a causal relationship. So in today's class we studied about a good introduction to research of knowledge, because the quest of knowledge is never ending process, and is the simplest form for this process has been called as research. And definition and meaning of the research: the meaning of the research is research can be defined as an organized and systematic study of materials and sources in order to discover a new things and to establish facts and reach new conclusions. And a good definition, that is Clifford Woody, that it is a method for discovery of the truth, which is really a method of critical thinking. And it is a clear definition of the problem, formulation of hypotheses, collection analysis and relating to the finding, and also the characteristics of the research and the objectives of the research. I hope you are very well clear about the meaning, definition and characteristics of a research and introduction to the research methodology. If you have any doubts and queries, you can ask me through our WhatsApp group. Okay, have a nice day.